Howdy doody everybody, this is NDM here, welcoming you back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. Okay, so in the last episode, oh my god, I'm starving already. Okay, looks like we need to sacrifice our hunger, so we're going to open up our inventory and use a huge apple. Alright, so in the last episode, before I was rudely interrupted, we got over halfway through the Solar Cave. We only have 5 more floors of this dungeon left to do, and then that'll be it for this video. I'm not planning to do anything after I've done this dungeon, because after that we are going to Wyvern Hill, which is our next dungeon, which we have surprisingly already unlocked. And what's in Wyvern Hill is the move Fly. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last episode, but yeah, the move Fly is in Wyvern Hill, and it's a dragon-type dungeon, so there are going to be nasty salamanders, aerodactyls, and things that dwell within. So, hopefully this dungeon has given me quite a lot of experience, well enough to be able to take on that dungeon, but before I do go into that dungeon anyway, I will stock up on some items and such in preparation for it. But Wyvern Hill also gives quite good EXP. I think in the later floors it gives up to like 600 or maybe even 500 EXP, which is really decent. But this dungeon is one of those dungeons that give way too much EXP. So if you want to go grinding, like I say in the last episode, this is the best dungeon to come for that. Oh god, not Claydolls. I hate Claydolls. So I'm going to use Dig. And I don't know if Dig actually works on these guys. Oh no, it doesn't. Crap. I thought Claydolls were part like ground type or rock type or whatever, because I know Dig is super effective against ground or rock. I can't remember which exactly. And yeah, me and Tyler have been Skyping recently, and well, Galactic Cake, formerly known as on YouTube. Yeah, we've been Skyping and playing Mega Man 2. Because we beat Mega Man 1 a few weeks ago. Now we're starting Mega Man 2, and we're playing Earthbound as well, so we started playing some Earthbound together on the Skype call. We just beat the first Sanctuary of that dungeon. I've also got to redo that Let's Play at some point. I don't know when I'm going to do that. Either, like, I do have a few ideas of the Earthbound scenario when it comes to recording that I was either thinking of doing a versus race with Galactic Cake, or actually just going ahead and doing it solo. It could be either way, you know. It all depends how he feels at the time I do decide to record it, because it's scheduled for winter time. I will be recording Earthbound during the winter, so if he's feeling up to recording Earthbound at that time, then yeah, we will probably end up doing a versus race of it. But first of all, we need to get Pokemon Blue finished. That's vital. That's like the most vital project that needs to be finished at the moment. But we can't do anything because his computer is broken at the moment, and he needs to get it repaired. So we need to wait for him to get it repaired before we can start recording and uploading. He has edited the first video, so once the computer does get fixed, he will upload it to YouTube. So it's just a matter of waiting for him to get his computer fixed before he can start uploading it. And they do have pretty good commentary, I must admit. We made them as funny as possible, with all the failures and stuff. And general funny random commentary. I must say it looks more promising than what Mario 64 did, because Mario 64 was just complete, because it was our first versus race that we ever did on YouTube, and the editing, and I had a crappy computer back then, so it made my video footage really laggy, so it wasn't up to speed like the Pokemon Blue versus race videos are, because I have a new computer now, so the video footage won't be as laggy as what it was before. In fact, he says it's perfectly fine that our voices are in sync and everything, that there's no lag in the videos whatsoever. Even when we speed up the emulators to do grinding, there is no lag in that either, so it's just completely smooth all the way through the videos. And I've got video footage of mine on my laptop. I've got all the videos that I've recorded on my laptop, and he's got all the videos that he's recorded on his laptop. And obviously eventually we'll have to merge them together to make the videos that we put onto YouTube. That defense scarf is actually really doing a lot of good in this dungeon. So I might take the defense scarf with me into Wyvern Hill as well, because I don't really need to recruit any Pokemon in there just yet anyway, and I don't know when I will go around to all these dungeons and start recruiting Pokemon. That's if I even ever do that. I don't know if I will. I'll buy all the friend areas, that's for sure, but I don't know if I'll ever have the need to even come back to this dungeon again once I've actually beaten it this time. Unless, of course, I manage to somehow lose the move Dive or lose the move Surf, but that's highly unlikely. Unless, of course, you need Surf to get to Silver Trench, which is a different story, because Silver Trench is actually quite a hard dungeon. And that's where you find Lugia, but you don't need the friend bow to recruit Lugia, so I don't know if I'll even take the friend bow in there with me, because Lugia is 100% recruit rate. The only time I'll take a friend bow with me in a dungeon, I think, is when I have to recruit Ho-Ho, because I think Ho-Ho is not 100% recruit. I think he's 50, the same as Moltres, Articuno, and Zapdos. But I will have to take the friend bow in with me to Rayquaza, because Rayquaza is just as hard to recruit as Groudon. So, yeah. But you don't need to carry the friend bow with you in every single dungeon that you go into. So, and also it prevents the risk of losing the friend bow and then you having to regenerate another code for it. But you can actually find friend bows in dungeons. Apparently you can find a friend bow inside the dungeon where you fight Ho-Oh, which is Mount Far Away. But we won't be going to that dungeon until a very long time. We have to do the whole legendary dog side quest with Suicune, Entei, and Raikou. We need to do all that malarkey before we can even get to Mount Far Away. But that whole side quest is really fun, where you have to get all the feathers and stuff. That's really cool. And once because each legendary dog holds a power, and there's this magical feather that you get. I don't know what boss gives you the magical feather. I think it might be Lugia, I'm not sure. And then once you've got Lugia, you can then get the legendary dogs. Oh, dude, I hate the move Confusion. Confusion is the worst. I still say that now, and I always have said it. Ever since I first started playing Pokemon. Alright, so we got a gigantic room here, which is probably going to be bombarded with hidden traps and things, so gotta make sure to be careful. I don't know if there's anything in particular at the end of this dungeon. I don't think there actually is. Alright, I'm going to get rid of something here, like the stamina band in exchange for the key. Oh, Moltres gained a level. Sweet. So it's now level 53. I might even take Moltres in with me to Wyvern Hill. Actually, I might take him in there with me. Either that, or I might take a different legendary bird. I might take Zapdos or Articuno. I don't know yet, it all depends. Okay, now this is where we get another HM, but we need to put Moltres as the leader. So now he can get Surf, which is what we were looking for. See, I told you you didn't have to have a key to get this, which is really good. What you need key for is to get Dive. That's right, yeah. I was trying to think of the move there for a second. Alright, so we'll make you the leader. Oh, that's going to do a lot of damage. 39. Not as strong as Moltres though. Maybe super effective, but you didn't kill him. Yeah, I might as well go through all these rooms. We have Reviver Seeds, so if we died, it doesn't really matter. Because this is the last floor we're on now. And it's better just to get as much EXP as we can on the way out. You know what, these last couple of episodes have really picked up in commentary. I've like really been enjoying recording the after game. Because like when I did Red Rescue Team, I didn't think the after game would be that much fun, but when I actually played it for myself, it was really awesome. Because you have all these different unlockable dungeons that you can go to. You have so many options now to do so many different things. Like we have hidden friend areas to unlock, we have hidden dungeons to unlock, things like that. New bosses to fight. Alright, we've almost been through every room. I don't think there are going to be much items lying around here though. How much money do we have? That's a good point actually. Oh, we have 1,202. That's a lot of money actually from one dungeon. Okay, I'm running low on apples, aren't I? Yes, I am. That means I've got to restock. I don't think I used a single Aurum Berry in this dungeon. I don't think I did. No, not in the last episode either. Venusaur managed to survive pretty well in this dungeon without the defense scarf, because his defense scarf is sticky right now. So that means that it's unusable. Alright, I'm gonna have to start. I could use Thunderbolt actually, because then that'll get rid of the one down in the corner there as well. Well, not get rid of it, but do some damage. And we got Sleeping Alakazam here, probably dreaming about donuts. And that's dungeon complete. And we got everything that we wanted from there. We got Surf and we got Waterfall, so that's really good. We didn't need Dive because we've already got it. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put all the good stuff into storage. And I'll probably put my money away safe as well, because I don't want to lose my money upon going to the next dungeon. So I'm going to do all that now, and then I guess I'll end off the video, because I don't want to go to the next dungeon in this one. Or even make a start on it. I don't want to do that. So we're going to store Surf. And we're going to store Waterfall. Wyvern Hill has 30 floors, I think, so it's a lot bigger than Solar Cave, and it's the biggest dungeon that we're going to be doing in this whole LP so far. Yeah, just put the keys in there as well, might as well. And we'll keep a hold of the Reviver Seeds. I might as well put the plain seed in there as well. And I'm actually going to check the shop and see what stuff they have for sale, because we could start restocking on things now actually, if they have anything good for us to buy. Which they do, they have a Reviver Seed as well, which I'm going to purchase, so I'm going to buy all the good stuff. We won't have much money left over however, but still I can put all that, the remaining money, into storage anyway. Because it still builds up to the amount of money that you have. Oh, what's going on here? Who is that over there? Cutscenes? I didn't know this was going to happen. Never seen it before. It's not from around these parts. Oh, what? It's Spinder. What hell's going on? I don't remember this actually. What? No more. I can't walk anymore. I'm falling down. Oh god. Goodness, it needs help. Yeah, he's been doing too much dancing. That choreography is really fucking him up. Pardon my language. Where? It's Lewis's house. It's also our rescue team's base. Oh, did you maybe rescue me? Thank you. It's okay, there's no need for thanks. Rather than that, what happened? Yes, I'm named Spinder. I like to travel. I've been traveling all over, seeing the sights and other Pokemon. It was on my travels that I heard rumors of a Mirage Pokemon. Mirage Pokemon? Yes, that. Isn't it exciting? Ever since then, I've been traveling all over in hopes of seeing the Mirage Pokemon, but I've had no luck. Finally, I became dizzy from fatigue, and I must have passed out. I'm giving up on my quest. I'm simply worn out. Wait a second. Are you sure you won't regret giving up that easily? But I've reached my physical limit. If I push myself any further, I will collapse again. It's not good for my health. Please, I want you to have this. Tyler received something from Spinder. Oh, this is it. This is the feather. Oh, I thought you'd get this after you beat Lugia. Obviously Spinder gives it to you. I don't remember that. What is this? It's a clear wing. Clear wing? Yes, I found it on my travels. It's a wing of some sort. It's transparent, but if you hold it up like this, see, depending on the light, it takes on many different colors. At first I thought it was pretty to look at, but after checking around, it appears to be related to the Mirage Pokemon somehow, but I couldn't learn anything beyond that. Sniff. It's very disappointing, but I'm giving up. Oh, so you're going to hand us over to this quest of yours? Wait, are you okay? You are still unsteady on your feet. Oh no, when I walk I always totter. Bye! What a weird Pokemon. Clear wing, huh? I don't have a clue what this is all about. But the Mirage Pokemon does interest you, right? I think Exetu is the one to ask for something like this. Exetu should be at the peak of the Great Canyon. We should go to the Great Canyon! Well, we're not going there yet. Like I say, I want to go to Wyvern Hill first, so... Well, we have a new quest now open to us, and that's to get the Mirage Pokemon, which are the legendary dogs, which will then eventually build up to Ho-Oh, which is on Mount Faraway, which was what I was mentioning earlier on, but I didn't know you had to beat Solar Cave in order to, like, start that whole trading sequence. Alright, yeah, I've already bought all my stuff. What I was going to do is deposit my money, so let's do that now. Yeah, 202. So we have 1,420 Pokédollars in our bank. I'll wait your next visit. And with that, I shall end off the video. So in the next episode of Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team, we shall head over to Wyvern Hill. So until then, this is NDM saying thanks for watching, take care, everybody, see you in the next video, and goodbye.